I get some bands and I get some bands, I'm not a little baby, yeah.
Okay, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to be doing the highly anticipated second version of the Instagram followers bike review. So today I'm going to use a little bit of a different format than last time, because last time I only got through like, I think it was like 10 bikes. Today, instead of putting up all the graphics and having it on the black screen, I'm just going to screen record the iPhone, and then I'm just going to look through all of my DMs on Instagram and then rate the bikes as we go. So I'm going to try and do the ones that came through last time, but if I miss yours, I'm really sorry. I will get back to it in another episode. So if we go through my Instagram DMs, I'm pretty sure this is where I got up to, Sean mountain bike. Now I don't know much about mountain bikes, I'm not going to lie about it because I don't do very much mountain biking. But all I know is that this is an S-Works mountain bike. And as far as my mountain bike knowledge goes, I know that this is a pretty nice looking mountain bike. I'm not sure if this is like a custom frame because it's got the S-Works logo. The decal is in red and both of the Roval decals on the wheels are red. So if I was gonna rate this bike, looks pretty good. The seat height's really nice. I would rate this probably a 9 out of 10. It's a very nice looking bike. Alright, the second bike is from Kyle Farrier. So I'm pretty sure this is the new BMC TMR01. It's got some pretty deep wheels on them. I think they might be 60mm carbon wheels. I think he's running an Ultegra DI2 group set. It looks pretty nice. It's a clean frame. I haven't seen very much of this. I saw that Cam Nicole's reviewed this bike and it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure about the steerer and the stem. It hasn't been cut and the stem is really high as well. So I'm gonna give this bike, because it is such an awesome looking aero bike with the discs, with the carbon wheels, disc brakes, I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10. So the next bike is from Alessandro, and he's got, I think this is a Cube. Yeah, this is a Cube, like one of their lightweight climbing bikes. He did say in his description that the steerer's not cut because he's a youth rider, which is like completely fair. I understand that. When I was a youth rider, I put a photo up here, I had my Merida and I didn't cut my steerer either because I wanted to resell it. So I understand that a lot of people aren't going to cut their steerers because they want to resell their bikes, but obviously if you want to have a perfect looking bike, you want to have your steerer cut. But just taking a look at this bike, he's got a quad power meter, which is quite nice. I think these are like lightweight climbing carbon wheels, looks good. Obviously the steerer's not cut. It's not my favorite type of frame, like it just seems a little bit boring. There's not a lot going on. I wouldn't go out and buy one myself, but as a junior road bike, it's looking pretty good. Another little issue I think I may have found is I don't know if he's actually like turned his bars in at the top. I can't really see, so I'm not going to judge it, but if it is like that, I think I'm going to give this bike a 7 out of 10. Alright, the next bike here is like a custom painter. I don't know if it's painted or if it's a decal, but it's on a specialized Sprint, which is like the LS Sprint like crit bike. And this looks pretty cool. He's got the gold chain. I don't know what, I think it might be like a decal on the front forks, and then there's a little decal just on the top tube as well. This bike's running SRAM red mechanical, I think, yeah, it's mechanical. It's running cables, which is, in my opinion, not a very good group set, but it does look pretty good on this bike. It's got like 50mm carbon wheels, looks pretty good. Steerer's cut, which looks good. It's got a negative stem as well. Seat is higher than the stem. This is a pretty nice looking belt. I don't know how custom it is. Like, there's a lot of customizations going on here, which looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna give that, just due to the SRAM group set, I'm gonna have to give that a 7 out of 10. Alright, so the next bike looks like another custom painted bike. It's a specialized Tarmac with the disc brakes. And it's got like this blue and black camo paint job, and it looks really clean. I don't know if it's actually been painted like this or if it's a decal, but it's definitely not how it's come from the factory. It's running Ultegra DI2, which is such a good group set. The steerer's not cut and the seat's really far forward, but this bike is a really nice looking bike. It's got nice disc brakes, good group set, everything looks pretty clean on it. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10 for Thomas. Nice name as well. Alright, the next bike is from Alistair. It's another specialized Tarmac randomly with the discs, which is very similar to the last bike. This one I like a little bit more. It's a little bit more understated on the frame side. It's got really nice wheels. I really like the tan wall tires. They look so good. The seat does seem to be really tall, but just must be a tall rider. Gold chain looks really good. The steerer's cut, negative stem. The only thing I really don't like about this bike is that it's got the hydraulic disc brakes, which I know are really good brakes, but those shifters, look at the size of them, they are ginormous. I don't know how big your hands would have to be to wrap them around there. I haven't got very big hands, so there's absolutely no way I would be gripping around that. It's a really nice bike, so I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. Alright, this is Lars Kolonago. He's got one photo with it with the tan wall tires. And then another photo here just with the regular black tyres, and this is a nice looking Kolonago. I've always been quite a big fan of Kolonagos. I'd be keen to ride one day. So the bike is running Ultegra Di2, which is a good group set like I've said. It's got nice carbon wheels, handlebars and stem look pretty good. Hasn't cut the steer and the stem is quite high, but this is such a nice looking bike. I've always loved the look of the Kolonagos, and this Aero one looks really good. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. Alright, this is Craig Raid Walker, and this is his Cannondale, what did he say it is? Cannondale Synapse. So he's obviously a junior rider, and this is a pretty decent bike for a junior. I remember when I was a junior, I still had the shifters with the bloody cables coming out the sides. He's got Zip 30 alloy wheels as well, which are basically the exact same wheels that I used when I was a junior. I used Zip 101s, which was like the first edition of like the Zip Race alloy wheels, and they're really good. I'm still using the bloody front one at the moment. The only thing I have to say about this bike is obviously the photo's been taken the wrong way around. I need to see the cranks, and it looks like, unfortunately, it's in the small chainring as well, which is a bit annoying. The handlebars seem a little bit higher than the seat, which means it's probably not the right size, but obviously not everyone can get the right bike when you're just starting out. The only thing I would change straight away on this bike is get rid of that red handlebar tape. It's all black and it just looks horrible. Just stick with black handlebar tape. It's just the way to go. So Craig, I'm going to give you 6.5 out of 10 on that bike. Alright, we're done with all the ones I've opened. Now we're going to the requests. And just to make it fair, we're going to scroll right to the bottom and start from the bottom, because they obviously sent me them first. So I'm going to go right to the bottom. Alright, we've got Stefan Fuller. Alright, he sent me a photo. Oh my lord. I don't know if this is Stefan's bike, but that is it. Yeah, this, like I said. Alright, so Stefan sent me this Trek, and this is a nice looking bike. I don't know what it is. It's like a chameleon turquoise color. Running Duras Mechanical, which is a really good group set. Awesome looking brand new tan wheel tires. Like when you get these tan wheels, I'm pretty sure these are the Vittoria ones. Yeah, they are. And when you get them brand new, they just look so clean. Seat height's good, stem is perfect, nice and cut. This is a really nice looking bike. I would 100% ride this bike, so I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. That's a beautiful looking bike. Alright, who's next on the list? Ben Hermaz. Alright, what's he sent me here? He's got a Canyon. I don't know exactly what this is. A Canyon. It's a Canyon Girl. Oh, he sent me 3 photos. We'll see what the first photo is here. He's got he's got 3 bikes. He's got a Focus, the Cervelo R5. Oh my god. And another Focus. Cervelo R5 with SRAM red and black. Oh my lord, he's got a lot of bikes here. So my favourite one is obviously the Cervelo. I'm a big Cervelo fanboy. I think they make such cool bikes. So we're going to have a look at that one. Not the best photo, but it does look bloody clean. That is a nice bike. I'm not a big fan of the SRAM red. It's probably a 10-speed SRAM red. But with that frame, the Cervelo R5, with that group set, that would be a super light bike. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. Moving on to his new Canyon Grail. I'm pretty sure this is a gravel bike. It's got some big meaty tires on it. That is a nice looking frame. I think this is an alloy frame. Not a big fan of the position. It does look a bit strange, but nice frame and stuff. So I'm going to give that gravel bike 7 out of 10. Alright, the next bike from John. We'll accept it into the general. Alright, Cannondale Super 6 Evo with Easton EC90s SL tubulars. Even with the 105, it still weighs 7.5 kgs. That's a pretty decent weight for an entry-level bike like that. I really like the look of those Easton wheels, and once again the tan wheel tyres, that's definitely getting the points up for me. Unfortunately, it hasn't cut the steerer, and I'm not sure about that handlebar tape. That's a strange looking handlebar tape, but I'm going to give this bike, oh, it looks pretty nice, 7.5 out of 10. There you go, John. Alright, the next one is from Blake, and we've got another Specialized Tarmac. Oh, he's got 2 bikes, Specialized Tarmac. Oh, that TT bike looks clean, that Trek. Hey man, I don't know if you're still taking bike pics, but here's my 2 children for you. Alright, have a look at this TT bike. Oh, that is a clean TT bike. I would love to have a TT bike like this one day. It's running Ultegra Di2, perfect group set for a time trial bike because it works so well. It's easy to use on the TT, and it's like, and you don't have to worry about weight so much, so it's a really good option. The bar setup on there looks really good. I think I'd go a little bit higher. Like, people are slowly starting to come higher and higher on their bikes, but that is a really clean bike. I'm gonna give that 9.5 out of 10. That is a beautiful TT bike. Alright, we'll go to his road bike. He's got these Boyd wheels. I've never heard of Boyd wheels, but they look quite cool. So he's got a Specialized Tarmac. I think it's just an Expert, like a normal one. Running Ultegra Mechanical, pretty decent group set. Really nice color. I think the stem's cut. Yeah, it's got one little spacer, but that's fine. It's a nice bike. It could do with like a more flat or a little bit of a negative stem on it to make it look a little bit more clean. Not a fan of that seat. I've seen those seats and they got the big slits down them and they just look a bit chunky, but I guess when it's a saddle you don't worry about what it looks like, it's what works for you. It's a pretty clean bike. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. Alright, that is going to be the end of the second round of the Instagram reviews. Thank you guys so much for sending them in. I'm definitely going to do another one, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, head down, follow me, and I'll post for the next time I'm going to do it. So that if you want to send your bike in, I'll give you about an hour to send your bike in next time. So just follow me and keep checking those stories. And if you are not subscribed to the CyclingTom YouTube channel, we are literally less than 300 subs away from hitting 10k. I never ever thought I was going to get to 10,000 subs when I started making these stupid cycling vlogs, but we are on the way. So if you have not subscribed, please hit that button down below and like this video if you haven't already. And I'll see you in a few days.